Hi, my name is Sarah. I am sending this to anybody that I know that knows Robert Newman. I just want to explain what happened between me and him and let his family and friends know what kind of person he is, although I'm sure you already know what kind of person he is. But I would like to share my side of the story because with Robert, everybody else is always the bad guy. I don't know if you noticed, he doesn't really take a lot of accountability for things. And whenever a living situation doesn't work out or something, it's always the other person's fault, other person's fault. And maybe it is sometimes. But in this particular circumstance, this time that I had spent with him, there was no justification for any of the things that he did. So I'm just going to go down a really short list. And unlike Robert, I will have proof of everything I say. Everything's been documented on my phone, written down, etc. So I have receipts and proof of everything I say. And if you get screenshots, if Robert shows you screenshots of messages between me and him, it's probably from the day that I got really, really mad, upset, which I never do. And he will edit out some of his replies to make it just look like I'm just like this monster. So they're altered screenshots. He's just trying to manipulate you and alter your reality. But here's some reality. I was his cat. He was a cat sitting client of mine. I'm a cat sitter, dog sitter. I was watching his cats for a while. I met him at the beginning of the year. Eventually, after a few months, because the cats were great and all, and he seemed friendly enough, and I thought he was gay, honestly, flamboyant, I thought he was harmless. I offered to let him stay with me since the cats already are, and he seems to have a full time job and seems to be providing for the cats. I mean, I do have to bug him every 5 seconds for litter or the money or the food, of course, but that's neither here nor there. So he moves in, and pretty much immediately, once he's all settled in, he gets really weird on me. And this is where it all starts. He sexually harassed me nonstop. Nonstop. Even to this day, after I freaked out on him, he still does it, just not as much as he used to. He goes to rehab. It's called Another Chance. I don't know where it is, Gresham or Portland or something like that. But he goes there to get free items, free housing that he was in, free groceries, free bus passes, yoga classes, housing. I already said housing. But the biggest thing is he goes there to meet vulnerable women, women who are in a very vulnerable state where they shouldn't really be dating or talking to anyone. And he slithers in there even when they have boyfriends, and he tries to be like, I'm just your friend, I'm just your friend. But he takes advantage of girls. He absolutely does, because it's the only way that he can get any, if you know what I mean. He threatened violence 5 times over the time that he was living in my house. He only lived in my house for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Didn't even make it a month. Didn't even make it a month. It was that bad. And I'm pretty laid back. But he threatened violence 5 times over my boyfriend or just visitors or people. Talking about really violent stories around me. I did not like that. I did not enjoy that. He brought a fake gun into the house, which he should have asked if it was okay before he brought a weapon inside. But oh well. Then this one day, my dog is eating out of the cat litter box in his room because he won't change the cat litter ever. She goes in there, she's having a little snack. Disgusting. But I come in and grab her by the collar and walk her out. And at that point in time, I see an empty Gatorade bottle filled all the way to the top with pee. Is pee. He was relieving himself. He had his own bathroom too. I had a bathroom. He had his bathroom. He had a whole bathroom to himself, very close. And he left it on my furniture. He left a pee bottle on my furniture. And when I finally kicked him out, I think his last little hurrah was he went in every room and urinated. So he urinated on my bed, my queen size bed, completely drenched it. He urinated on my couch. He urinated on my floor. He urinated on my daughter's bed, which was not cool. So I've been sleeping like on a tarp with like some blankets for like almost a week. I had to sleep like that. And I still don't have a new bed. I can't afford to get a new bed. I can't afford new furniture. So all of these things are like impossible to clean too, at least all the way. Oh, he stole my medication. He stole a lot of my medication. He also went through every single pair of shoe I owned and took one shoe from each pair and stole it. I don't know what the heck he was doing with it. I think it was honestly it was a little funny. It was a little funny, but it was pretty fucked up. And I don't have any shoes now. I have some shoes that the hospital gave to me, and some flip flops that are like too small. So he stole my medication, which I needed, lots of medication. He stole hundreds of dollars worth of my stuff. If you ever see him with a little black fan, that's mine that he stole. Okay. And then there's a little light blue one he has. I gave that to him to try and get my fan back. But he still insists that the fan was something my ex-boyfriend stole, which he did not. He hasn't been here at all. So everything that got stolen or vandalized, Robert tried to pin it on my ex-boyfriend. And so I talked to him. And no, he didn't. He didn't do anything. Also, I have secret cameras all over the place. So there's no lying to me. Very well hidden cameras. Not in the bedroom of his. Not in his bathroom to respect privacy. But just for my own safety and to monitor what was going on, I had cameras everywhere. And he didn't know it, so he misbehaved quite a bit. He was having strange girls over at my apartment that I don't know, and I would try to get their phone number in case of an emergency. But really, it was more to warn that girl of him. But he caught on to that. He's like, I'm not going to give you her number. I'm like, okay. But, like, this guy is a guest in my home, having guests that I don't know in my home when I'm not home. I don't like that. He was immediately late on rent the very first month. Just starting off on a bad foot. He got to move in 1 week early, April 23rd. And then around May 1st, he did not have rent. May 2nd, he did not have rent. May 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, no rent. Finally, I get 600 out of the 700. It's supposed to be 700. And I think he knew he was going to be short on the rent before he even moved in. He just did it because now it's like hard to get him out, right? Brain fart here. Yeah, so he knew he was going to be late. And then he finally puts a little bit of money on our electric bill so our electric doesn't get shut off. So he put 100 on that. So in his mind, here's your 700, but utilities and rent are two different things. And I already explained to him that I had a $150 late fee that I had to pay for because of him. Honestly, he should have paid the late fee because he wasn't paying when he should have. And really, like, endangering my dog. I couldn't trust him around my dog. And then I couldn't trust him around me when I was sleeping. And I have a hospital. I don't want to show you everything here, but this is really important. Here are some of the things that have happened and how many doctor visits I had. Okay, that might be backwards. Okay, you get the idea. So, yeah, there it is for his family and his friends. Just giving you a heads up. Hopefully you already knew. And he's going to say I'm crazy or that this is nonsense, but it's all true, unfortunately.